العلي العظيم. Yeah. Sometime a lot of Shaykh when they see. Used to go. Rabbi Shukr. Rabbi Shukr. There's lights. Fully illuminated. This is the month, Rabi al-Awwal, Prophet's holy month. You have to put more lights. Inshallah, we'll find some. I was looking at Amazon, there's all kinds of different things. I think those little trees, it's a light tree. They use it for, it's so big, it goes on the wall. I don't know if those are Christian or Jewish or Islamic or what. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh, speaker. Maulana Shaykh Nazim. Allah bless him, according to his intention, and according to him, we're sitting here, intending to sit here. And so, by coming through Maulana Shaykh Hisham, through Grand Shaykh, for their sakes to sit, they have what we need. We don't have. Just this world is now in a need. Human beings always fighting with each other to trying to control the bounty of Allah through this world. And one group or another is trying to keep it through their hands to dominate the others through that. And everyone is in need. We looked at an ayat in Surah Ma'idah, ayat 65. They say Allah's hands is tied up. You can't give, we have. Allah say, be their hands tied up. Allah is giving. There's another ayat in Surah Hadid. Read the last two ayats of Surah Hadid. It's an important point for believers. Slowly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وآمنوا برسوله يؤتكم كفلين من رحمته ويجعل لكم نورا تمشون به ويغفر لكم والله غفور رحيم. لئلا يعلم أهل الكتاب ألا يقدرون على شيء من فضل الله وأن الفضل بيد الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم.
صدق الله المعين. Every mufasid person asking to make problems on earth, asking to control the fadlillah, the bounty of Allah, to keep in their hands the riches of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to make everyone needy to them, and making war to come everywhere. Allah said, for believers, my bounty is in my hands, Allah says. I give to whoever I like without measure. Human beings give drop by drop. He gives without, one ayah says, both his arms are open wide, بِغَيْرِ hisab, without accounting. He gives. But without belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they want to say, no, we control the bounty of Allah. You must come to us and be slaves to us. And we control everything, your rizq, what you need to make your lives. And people come to be their slaves. If anyone tries to escape from slavery, they find a way to punish them. Allah say, believe. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullah. Fear Allah, be with Allah. Taqwa. Fear and to be with Him. Be aware of Allah. Not only fear, but be with Him. Put your presence with Him, your hopes with Him, and believe in His Prophet. Allah will forgive you and give you a double portion of mercy. Because you turn to Him and believed in His Prophet, He give you double. And a light by which you can walk guides you through your life. And He gives you everything you need, so that those who want to control everything should know none of it is through their hands. Allah Shaykh Nazim, Allah bless him. Allah Shaykh Hashem, Allah bless him. They used to tell the story of Alexander the Great, to give an example to people, for lesson. Take lesson. When we do a janazah for someone will say, the Imam says, Fatabaru ya ulul absar. Take lesson, you who have eyes to see. When they bring the body for a janazah, he says to the Jamaat, take lesson, O people. This is the ending for all of us. Alexander the Great was the example of a great king and conqueror, that he took the whole world into his hands. When a king would conquer, he didn't just be the president of a country, or he owned everything. Everything was his subjects. Everyone belonged to him. People, crops, cattle, lands, everything. And he went on conquering and accumulating, conquering and accumulating. Nothing could stop him. Allah made him like that. Nothing could resist him. And we said the story many times, but we'll repeat it again tonight. That one night he had a vision that it was his last night. And he called his generals that had come with him on his campaigns and said, oh, my loyal followers, my loyal men, this is the last station for Alexander, I came to know. They said, no, long life, no. He says, this is the decree of Allah. Nothing can change it. This is my last stop. I have one last order for you. Tomorrow, when you do my janazah, put me in a stone coffin, like what's it in Famagusta, Barnabas, Saint Barnabas, a stone coffin carved out of the rock. Put me in a stone coffin with a lid and 2 holes for my hands. Put my hands outside the coffin that people can see them. And put a plaque, which is the words on that stone, O people, فَاتَّبِعُوا يَا أُولُو الْأَبْصَارِ, take lesson, you who have eyes to see. إِنَّ الْإِلَهَ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. In his language, here lies Alexander. He took the whole world in his hands. You will never reach what he reached. No matter what you want to be, even presidents and rulers and emperors, they never took anything compared to what Alexander took. They might be 4 years president for a country or 2 years or nothing. They have everything belongs to him. He took the whole world. He used to have this, he has the whole world in his hands. They used to make a song. Everything was in his hands, and now look what he took from this world. Put my hands outside the coffin, people should see they're empty. He took nothing. He took nothing. Allahu Dhu Fadl Azim. Whole blessings belongs to Allah. Ask from Allah his blessings. Ask from Allah his bounty. Don't ask from those people. Believe in Allah, fear Allah, and believe in Prophet. Allah will give you double. One person came to Maulana Shaykh Nazim once outside of Peckham Mosque. Maulana was getting in the car. One old man, Pakistani man, came. Said, "Oh, Shaykh, I have to leave London. I have to go to another place, and I don't know how I'm going to live, how I'm going to work, how I'm going to get my money, what I'm going to do." He said, "Say, Tawakkal Allah." Tawakkal, not, I remember it like that, Tawakkal Allah, not Tawakkal to Allah. I remember Tawakkal Allah. He might have said Tawakkal to Allah, but I remember it that way. Say 100 times, Tawakkal Allah. Trust in Allah. Allah will open. Allah will open. Shaykh Hashem said to me one time, after there was a difficult test, I failed all of them, never mind. He said, "You see, if you listen to the Shaykh, even he says, walk towards that wall, the wall will open and you'll find an opening. It seems impossible. He put me through something I couldn't see, and then something opened I couldn't have thought of." So see, if you listen and believe, fear Allah and believe in prophets, Allah will open. This is a lesson. If people thought like this, no more fighting for gold and silver and gas and oil and what they're fighting over coming to be. No one believing in Allah, only to make fasad on earth. Fasad. What's the definition of fasad? There was a famous judge. They asked him, "Can you define for me what's the word for the pictures? Pornography. Can you define it for me?" The judge says, "I can't define it, but I know it when I see it." What's fasad? You know it when you see it. Look to the news. Everything happening, that's fasad. And who doing it? Mufasid. Allah la yuhibbu mufsidin. He doesn't like the mufsidin, making that hatred. Every time that ayat in Surah Ma'idah, every time they kindle the fire of war, Allah extinguish it. But then again they start. So go on up to Qiyamah. He said even a rock, even a tree will say there's one mufasid behind me. Catch him. I went to a interfaith in Chicago one time at the university downtown. And one sheikh was speaking. You know, Muhammad Akhili, who used to be in Philadelphia, then he was in Windsor. He was translating for that sheikh. And they were saying that hadith about a certain group The rocks will say there's so and so behind me, kill him. He's giving that hadith in Arabic, and it's a university is built by those people, and he's saying one day there'll be some situations with some difficulties. He's trying to say kill him, and they'll say many situations will be solved that day. He's trying to translate it in a way that nobody will. He was dancing. Allah bless him. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Allah knows who's mufsidin. May He forgive us not to be la tajalna min al-mufasid, mufsidin. Allahumma la tajalna dalin wa la mudilin. Don't leave me to misguide people or to be misguided or to misguide people. And don't leave me to be from those people who will turn your face from them on the day of judgment. I seen not to be from the people who turn your face from them on the day of judgment, but forgive me and all around me. Everyone can pray like that. My family, my beloved people, everyone, our communities, our relatives, our families, as much as maybe the Ummati Muhammad. Forgive us for the honor of that beloved one, Sayyidina Muhammad, that his coming to earth was a rahmatan lil alameen, mercy for whole humanity. We hope in the end a good result, that Allah will put out the fires of war. What did we asked, according to that ayat, the famous Shaykh, Google Translate, how do you find your history? I give up. Oh my Lord, Ya Allah, La Fatah. What's extinguish the fire of war? Oh my Lord, extinguish the fires of war. We're asking again. Oh my Lord, extinguish the fire of war.
يا ربي يا اطفئ نار الحرب.
Ya Rabbi, Ya Allah, أطفئ نار الحرب, نار الحرب. أطفئ, to extinguish the fire of war. May Allah save the Ummati Muhammad from a fire flood. That Prophet warned against it. Not going to be a water flood like the time of Noah, going to be a fire flood. No one can escape from that. May Allah save us. May Allah save us. No safety, no Noah's Ark except through our hearts now. No more Safinat. The ship of Noah, the ship of one sheikh was saying, oh, you have to go to, I think he said New Zealand, and go into the cliffs. So they said, no way to save yourself, only through your hearts. Save us. We're asking to be safe. ولو أنهم إذ ظلموا أنفسهم جاءوك فاستغفر الله واستغفر لهم الرسول لوجد الله توابا رحيما. الفاتحة. آمين. It's okay. What can we do? Thanks to Allah. Fatih.